always. So I'm going to let some people come in. So just bear with me. So get comfortable, come to a comfortable seat, and allow yourself to start to breathe. Well, we continuously breathe, but focus on your breath. Nice big inhales, full exhales. And just settling in. And wherever you are, feeling your legs and your hips super heavy and rooted into the earth. Right, and feel as if your tailbone, there's a pole going into the floor, right? And then from that pole going into the floor, coming up the spine, up through the back, sitting up super, super tall. And again, the legs are heavy, they're rooted, like trees root down into the earth, but then the chest is light and lifted. And then on the next inhale, allow your shoulders to roll up towards the ears. Beautiful. And then as you exhale, allow them to roll onto the back. Bring the sides of the neck back, so almost like you're giving yourself a double chin, but not a real big one. And we lengthen up through the crown of the head. So sitting the tallest that we have, maybe all morning or all week. Yeah, maybe you shrug the shoulders a couple more times and just kind of reset. Good, maybe give yourself one last shoulder shrug. Again, reaching through the crown of the head. Then we'll bring the hands in front of the heart center. And today's practice is going to be a very strong one. So lots of standing poses, but it's very grounding. So especially when the seasons are changing, right? We're moving more into the autumn. Our energy levels tend to get kind of like the leaves blowing in the wind, and they might go all over the place. So we do, in our yoga practice, we use hamstring openers and hip openers to ground us back, right? To bring our energy levels back to a more grounded state. So that's what we'll focus on today's class. So let it serve you wherever you need. We'll bring the hands in front of the heart center. And maybe this morning you need that extra grounding. Or maybe something else in particular comes into your mind. Just take this next moment to breathe. And then I'll gently open class by singing the sound of Om one time. You might sing along, or you can just listen. We're going to take a full breath in. Take another full inhale. As you exhale, bow your head to your very own heart. Let's release the hands, open the eyes. Beautiful. I don't know what it's about these our animals just loving us when we do yoga. I know Shannon's dogs are all over. They love it. They love it, love it, love it. It must be the energy that we're exuding, right? All right, so let's come onto our hands and knees. And I'm sure Steve, your dog, is going crazy with you too. And Bonnie here after class if anybody else has animals that join in. Love it. All right, so hands go underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Let's roll through a couple of rounds of cat-cow just to warm up through the spine. It's chilly out, right? We'll inhale, look up to the sky, tailbone's gonna lift. And then as you exhale, round, press the floor away. Inhale, look up, tailbone to rise. Exhale, round, press the floor away. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Last time, inhale, look up. Exhale, we'll round. On the inhale, we'll come back to a neutral spine. We're already going to start with the back of the leg. So let's extend the right foot back behind. Your toes will be planted, right? Ball the foot's down on the earth. And we shift forward and back. And you might even add a little wiggle side to side, whatever feels good. Right? This is a warm-up. Just focus on the breath. Beautiful. All right, so now we'll steady the hips, and then we'll take the right foot, step it forward between the hands. Hands will walk out in a diagonal to the left, right? You can keep your left knee down on the mat, or you lift the left knee up. Keep your hips lifting high, and you gently wag side to side. If you need something for underneath your fingertips, you can grab a block, you can grab a book, whatever you got. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll walk the hands back to center. Either your left knee stays lifted or you lower it. Right arm's going to reach up to the sky, take a twist. You can even bring your right hand to your low back or the hip and rock the shoulders back. Keep pulling your right hip back too, right? Try not to let it poke forward. You want to pull it back. You might start to feel the stretch a little deeper in your right glute. We'll take another full breath in. Exhale, lower your left knee down. We'll come back to all fours. We'll step the right foot back behind again, couple rocks forward and back. Or you wiggle the hips side to side. Good, and then we place the right knee down and we switch. Now your left foot will extend back behind you while the foot's on the ground, rocking forward and back. Good, and from here, let's take the left foot, step it forward between the hands. Right knee stays down or you lift it up, fingertips walk out to the right. From here, gently wagging the hips again, side to side. Keep your hips lifting up, stay on the ball of your right foot. Right, so we don't want the hips to sag down towards the ground, right? We want to keep them lifting up. Then on the inhale, hands come back to center. Let's plant the right palm down, left arm reaches up, taking a twist. Stay high on the ball of your right foot. Your left hand can even come to your low back to help broaden through the chest. We'll take another full breath in. As you exhale, lower your right knee down, lower the left hand down, and then our left foot's going to sweep back behind, again, rocking forward and back. Ball the left foot's down on the ground. Beautiful. Nice, and then from here, let's come back through all fours. Let's tuck the toes under. We're gonna send our hips up and back to a down dog. If down dog is too much for you today, you stick with your puppy pose or your child's pose. And then once you're in down dog, you'll pedal the feet out, shake your head yes and no. Let it feel really good. You can even add like a rock of the hips as you pedal the feet out. From here, we'll inhale, rise up onto the toes. As you exhale, we're going to let the heels not root down towards the ground, but just come back to a neutral position. And we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale to rise up onto the toes. Exhale, let the heels relax. 2 more. Inhale, high up onto the toes. Exhale, relax. Last time, inhale, high up onto the toes. Exhale, relax. Inhale, high up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, we'll bend the knees and step the feet all the way to the top of the mat. From there, we'll inhale to lengthen the chest halfway. And as you exhale, you'll fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, the arms are going to reach all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, hands come to your heart center. Good. Inhale, arms reach all the way up to the sky. Yep. Exhale and fold, touch the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Let your breath help you move. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach. Good, now we'll add on a little bit. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, take a step back with your left foot. Lower your left knee to the mat. Good, we'll inhale to reach the arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, we'll take the hands and interlace them behind the back. Beautiful. Either your fists stay on the low back or your hands might scoot down the butt a little bit. Draw the shoulders back, and if you'd like, you can start to let your hips settle down, right? Getting a little deeper of a stretch in the front of the left hip. Take a couple breaths. Keep drawing your back knee forward, your front foot back. And on the inhale, we'll rise back up. Exhale, fingertips release down, and we're going to step forward to a forward fold. And even in your forward fold, you might notice a difference already. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms will reach all the way up. We'll switch sides. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big step back with the right foot. We lower the right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms rise. We're in a low lunge. Exhale, hands interlace, but interlace them the funny way, right? The other pinky's on top. And then letting the hips settle down, maybe broadening through the chest. You might even look up to the sky, make this a tiny back bend. And then we'll inhale, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, circle hands to the mat. We step forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms circle all the way up. Good, now let's go through a full vinyasa. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we'll plant the palms, step back to down dog. Beautiful. On the inhale, we'll roll forward to a plank. As you exhale, lower to the belly however you get there. We'll untuck the toes, press into the palms, chest lifts up to a cobra. Little bend in the elbows. Good, then we'll come back up through all fours and then down dog. Couple breaths in down dog. And then we'll inhale to rise up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, down dog. On the inhale, we rock forward to a plank. Hugging the belly in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, we press into the palms, chest lifts up, cobra. As you exhale, we come back through all fours and then down dog. Let's take 5 big breaths here and down dog. Or again, you can always take your child's pose, puppy pose. And then we'll inhale to rise onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, you walk or float your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms circle all the way up. Exhale, last time, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, down dog. On the inhale, we'll rock to a plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, chest is going to reach up to a cobra. And then as you exhale, we'll come through all fours and sit the hips back to child's pose. Letting the forehead rest down onto the mat. Hands will walk out in front of you. Right, coming back to your intention. Maybe again, it's to create the sense of grounding. A lot of us are in this fight or flight mode a lot of the time, and when we use grounding in our yoga practice, it really helps us to calm the nervous system, to breathe, and to create some space, right? We're so tense all the time. It sends fresh oxygen to the blood when we breathe fully. All right, on the inhale, let's rise on up. All right, from here, we're going to root our right hand underneath our right shoulder. Our left foot's going to extend back behind us, and then you plant the foot down. Your left arm is going to sweep up to the sky. So you're in this modified side plank position. Okay, so for some of us, this is where we're going to stay. For others of us, we might be able to lift our left foot up off the ground. So we're just warming up through the legs before we start to stretch. Well, we're going to do a lot of stuff throughout the legs, but this one's a really good warm up for the outer edges of the hips. Right, and keep pressing that left foot as if you were pressing a wall away from you, broadening through the chest. Hug the belly in. Beautiful. We'll take another full breath in. As you exhale, release the hand, release the knee, and then we switch sides. No fancy transition here. We're going to extend the right foot back behind now. Plant the right heel down. Right arm might reach up to the sky. And then you'll lift your right foot up, right? So essentially, this is our half moon pose. Well, it can dub as a side plank prep, or it can dub as a half moon prep, right? So working on these beautiful hips of ours, drawing the shoulders back, maybe lift your right foot up a little bit higher. Good, we'll take another big breath in. Exhale, release, come back to all fours, and then we'll step back to a down dog. Now we're going to stretch those bad boys out. Beautiful. Let's take our right foot, step it forward between the hands. We'll pivot and plant the left heel down, so it's parallel with the outside edge of the mat. Right elbow is going to come to your right knee, left hand to the hip. We're in our side angle prep position. And we're just going to stay here for a couple breaths. Right, really root down into the feet, draw the chest back, lean back. Your elbows pressing into the knee, and the knee into the elbow. And before we get into the full expression of the pose, we breathe. We'll take another deep breath in. Exhale, fingertips release down. We'll make our way back to a down dog once again. And then we'll switch sides however it gets there. Left foot comes forward between the hands. We pivot and plant the right heel down so it's parallel with the outside edge of the mat. And then left elbow comes to the left knee, right hand comes to the hip. You twist and turn the chest open to the right. Getting heavy into the feet and legs. Squeeze them towards one another. Lean your chest back. And your gaze can be towards the ground or up to the sky, whatever is more comfortable for the neck. Another full breath in. Exhale, fingertips are going to release to the mat. And now we'll step forward to a forward fold. Clasp opposite elbows and let yourself hang and ragdoll side to side. And then we'll release the fingertips down. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, let's plant the palms. We step back to down dog, and then we'll move through a vinyasa. Inhale, rock to plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. However you get there, inhale the chest to rise up to a cobra. And then we'll come back through all fours, and then down dog. Beautiful. Inhale the right leg to rise. As you exhale, bend your right knee and open the hip to the side. And then we'll extend the right foot back behind. However it gets there, right foot travels forward between the hands. You can use your right hand to help get it there. Good. We pivot and plant the left heel down again. Now we're going to move into our full side angle pose. Right elbow comes to the right knee, left hand to the hip. We twist and turn our chest open. Right, and now we can take our left arm up to the sky, swing it alongside the ear. Right, or if, again, you're more comfortable with hand on the hip, you stay there. Now the next option in this pose, I'm going to grab this candle behind me, and I'm going to use that as my block today. You can also place your right hand on the inside edge of the right foot. If you place your hand lower than the knee, I want you to keep rotating the chest up. Keep rotating, rotating. It's easy to collapse, right? And breathe. And notice your right foot. Are you gripping in the toes? If you think you are, we're going to lift the toes up for a second and then very gently place them one at a time back onto the mat. Awesome. Another full inhale. Exhale. Fingertips release down. Cool. Down dog. Notice the space that might feel, well, it might feel like there's more space kind of circling around your right hip now. Pretty cool. A couple breaths can really make a difference. Now on the inhale, left leg's gonna rise. As you exhale, bend your left knee open through the hip. You're trying to kick your own butt with the foot. And we'll extend the left leg back behind, however it gets there. Left foot's gonna step forward. And we pivot and plant the right heel down. Right. Now again, you might, if you have your block or a book or a candle, you can place it on the inside edge of the left foot and you stick right here, right? Right arm reaches up, you might swing alongside the ear. If you're still working with the elbow on the knee, that's awesome too. We squeeze wherever we are, we squeeze the legs together and breathe, leaning the chest back. Noticing the toes on the left side. Are you gripping? Beautiful. Another full inhale. Exhale, fingertips release down. Beautiful. Now we're going to step forward to a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the chest halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will sweep all the way up to the sky. Good. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Then we'll release the palms to face forward. Drawing the shoulders back. Right, and stand super, super tall. Coming back to your intention. And then on the inhale, we'll rise on up, arms reach up. Exhale, let's fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, we're going to take a big step back with our left foot and come into warrior two. Outside edge of the left foot, parallel with the outside edge of the mat. Have your block nearby too, or whatever you have, your candle, your book. I was using a dictionary the other day. And you place the block on the outside edge of the right foot out on a diagonal, right? Or whatever prop you're using. Arms will then come up to a T, warrior two. We draw the legs towards one another. So it would be like if you were on a really slippery floor and our mats weren't so grippy, that if the mat would squeeze up between the feet, right? There's a pretty good squeeze between the feet. We call that muscular energy. Your right knee tracks between the second and third toe. Gaze out over your right fingertips. And maybe today you turn your palms upwards. It's just a nice variation. For my friends who are tight in your shoulders, this is such a good way to create an opening in front of the chest. Feel your breath. In through the nose, into the belly. Beautiful. From here, hands will come to the hips. Give them a break. You might want to heel toe your left foot in just a little bit. We bend deeply through the right knee. Our right hand is going to catch onto our prop, right? That's out in front of the right foot. If you don't have anything, just walk your fingertips out on a diagonal, right? From there, we're going to lift our left leg up and back. So we did this in our warm-up, right? But on the right knee. So if this is too much, you know you have that option to lower down to your right knee. Right? And if you're in the standing variation, little bend in the right knee, pull your right hip back. Maybe you kick your left leg up a little bit higher. Left arm might reach up to the sky. Beautiful. As you kick out through that left foot, reach through the crown of the head. Beautiful. See if you kick that left leg up a little bit higher, a little bit straighter. And then we'll release, forward fold. Cool. Take a moment, really enjoy that difference that you've just made. Comparing the sides, again, right hip might be a lot more open. Your right foot even might feel more connected to the ground. Beautiful. From here, we inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, we'll switch sides. So we'll take a big step back with the right foot. If you have your pop nearby, you're going to place it on the outside edge of the left foot and then out on a diagonal. You pivot and plant the right heel down and cartwheel the arms up and open, warrior two. Left knee tracks between the second and third toe. Outside edge of your right foot, parallel with the outside edge of the mat. Again, you can take your palms, flip them upwards. And just broaden through the collarbones. Breathe. Even though we hold this pose a little bit longer, right? And it might fire up our muscles, it might make us breathe a little bit heavier. It's still very calming, right? To breathe through a challenge. Take another full inhale. As you exhale, give your arms a break, hands come to the hips. And then we're going to start to lean our weight towards our left foot. Hand will come onto your prop. Your right foot can heel toe in a little bit. And then we're going to reach our right leg all the way up and back. Toes turned open. You look down at the ground for balance. And you'll also check out your left foot, trying to make sure it is pointed forward still. Right, and then you kick right leg up and back. Right arm might reach up. Right, your other variation is you lower down to your left knee, right? You come out of the pose, and that's fine. We work with what we can. Right, and if you start to cramp in your left hip, bend your left knee, and then pull the left hip back. Beautiful. Let's take another deep breath in. Reach a little longer, reach a little higher, and exhale, step forward. Oh my goodness, clasp opposite elbows. Let yourself ragdoll side to side. Not only are we strengthening the outer hips, but we were stretching through our hamstrings. Beautiful duo. Inhale, lengthen through your chest. Exhale, let's step back to a down dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, chest to rise on up to cobra. Exhale through down dog. Good. Inhale, high up onto the toes, lift between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. We'll walk or jump the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms are going to reach all the way up. As you exhale, hands come to the hips. All right, I got just a couple more poses standing. I don't think we've done the pose that we're going to lead up to, so we'll take it in stages. So for now, I just want you to take a regular thigh stretch. So standing here, maybe you use a wall or something for balance. We'll bend the right knee, grab hold of the right foot. Right, your knees are in line with one another, and you kick your foot into your hand into foot. Keep your gaze focused on one point that's not moving. And then we're going to release the right foot. Good, switching sides. Now we bend the left knee. Our left knee hugs in towards the right. Kick foot into hand into foot. Beautiful. Okay, release down. We'll take a half sun salute and then we'll go into a warrior one and then add on. On the inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arm circle all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. On the inhale, arms re-rise, reach them up. Exhale, hands come to the hips. We'll take a big step back with our right foot coming into warrior one. Right, so now your right toes are pointed a little bit more forward. We draw our left hip back. Squeeze through the legs. You guys are so strong. And then arms will reach up. Breathe. And this is all about, right, when we're grounding, sometimes it can be a very serious practice. Sometimes, it might be more restorative. But today we're strong, we're active, we want to have fun with it, right? And then when Shavasana comes, that's when we completely let go. All right, take another full breath in. As you exhale, fingertips are going to frame your left foot. If you have your prop, again, it can be anything. It can be a pillow, a candle, whatever you got. We're going to take it in front of the left foot. From here, we'll lift our right leg up and back, and now we're in a standing split. Keep reaching your chest forward. Little bend in the left knee, pull the left hip back. Right, whereas in half moon, our hips are open. Right, in standing split, our hips are squared with the front of the mat. Not staying here really long. Now we're step forward, forward fold. Relax. Hang and breathe. On the inhale, we lengthen. On the exhale, we fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. As you exhale, hands come to the heart and we switch sides. Take a nice big step back with the left foot, left toes pointed a little bit more forward. Bend through your right knee, arms reach up, warrior one. Again, not staying here too long, but drawing the legs towards one another. We'll take another full breath in. Exhale, hands are going to come down to our prop again. Spin to the ball of the back foot, and then we'll lift our left leg up and back. Keep reaching through the chest, crown of the head, stay nice and long. Hips are squared with the front of the mat. So you pull your left hip in, right hip back. And then we release, we fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms reach up. All right, here we go. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, so grab your prop, keep it at the front of the mat. It's gonna stay there. Now normally I would teach this pose through a warrior one type sequence like we just did, but I'm gonna say you guys have worked your legs enough today. Let's do it from a regular standing position. All right, so we'll take our hands down to our prop. So hands are directly underneath shoulders, feet are underneath your hips. All right. From here, we're going to take our right leg, extend it back behind, so like we're in a standing split. Right? Now we're gonna bend the right knee. Oops. Okay, your right hand is gonna stay down on your prop. It's okay to have a huge bend in your left knee. We're gonna see if we can reach around and grab hold of our right foot with our left hand. Right? And if you're here and you're like, holy cow, this is it, stay here. If you can stay with your right leg extended back in your standing split type of position, you stay here, right? But if you can grab hold of your right foot, we grab it. It's okay to bend through the left knee. And then from there, we might extend, reach through the chest. You might kick your foot back into the hand into the foot, and then twist your chest open to the left. You guys are probably like, what the heck am I doing? Don't push it, right? We're playing around. We're getting that beautiful stretch in the back of our left leg. Ooh. Feeling the chest open. Beautiful. Giving yourself traction, and then we'll very slowly release. Huh. Good stuff. And then we'll inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Kind of hits all corners of the hips. Inhale, arms reach up. And then we'll exhale, switch sides. Hands come to the heart. And then hands will come to our prop again. This time it's going to place underneath our left hand. Let's just take it right to that side. Right. And we'll bend through the knees a little bit. So we're already setting ourselves up. The left leg's going to reach up and back. Your option one, you stay here. Option two, right hand might come to the hip and you start to twist your chest open to the side. Right, your other option is to bend your left knee. Look down at the ground for balance. And then you can maybe reach your right hand back, grab hold of the foot. If you're here, we're here. Right, and then maybe you start to straighten the right leg and then kick the left foot into hand, hand to foot. And chest is going to open and broaden to the right. Good, and every side is different, and we just respect that. All right, let's take another big full inhale, and we'll all exhale, very slowly release. Let's go right into a down dog. We'll take one more vinyasa, and that is it. On the inhale, we'll roll to plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, chest to rise onto cobra. Exhale, let's sit the hips back to a child's pose and breathe. And notice, maybe your child's pose is different. You might be able to sink down a little deeper from when we first came into it in class. Or maybe it's your breath. Maybe you're able to expand more through the breath. On the inhale, rise on up, and then we'll come to lie completely flat on our backs. You guys did an amazing, amazing job. That was not a beginner level class. That's definitely a intermediate experience level class, so great work. From here, we'll take our right ankle, cross it on top of the left knee, and hug the left knee in, coming into a reclined pigeon. And you gently allow yourself to rock from side to side. Good, and we'll open the arms out to a T, and we'll move our whole figure four over to the left. The right sole of the foot will maybe come to rest onto the ground. Arms reach out to your T and relax. On the inhale, we'll come on up. We'll switch sides. So right foot will come down. Left ankle will now cross on top of the right knee. And we hug the whole right knee in. Gently rocking yourself. And then we'll take the arms out to a T, move our figure four over to the right, relax the shoulders down. You can even hold on to your left foot with the right hand. On the inhale, we'll come back up. Beautiful work. Let's extend our left leg long. The right knee is going to travel into the chest. And then we'll kick the right heel up to the sky. Hold on to your leg, if possible, closer towards your butt. It can be kind of mid-thigh-ish. Right, so what that does, it helps to allow us to move the leg away from the belly instead of pulling it super close in towards us. Right? You end up getting a better stretch for, or I should say a safer stretch for a hamstring. You can point and flex the foot, circle your ankle. Let your movements be light and not forced. And then we'll let the right leg come long next to the left leg. And just notice the difference. Then we'll take the left knee, guide it in towards the chest. Hold on to the back of the left leg. Again, if you can, closer to the butt. And then you'll press your hands into leg, leg into hands. Keep your right leg active a little bit, kicking out through the right heel. And then we'll rebend through the left knee, hug the left knee in. We'll take a happy baby. So for happy baby, you can either grab onto your big toes, let the knees come wide. You can hold on to the outside edges of the feet, inside edges of the feet, your knees, whatever you can comfortably grab. And just letting yourself very gently rock side to side. We'll take the knees back into the chest. And we'll do one more twist. So let your knees fall over to the right. Chest stays open. We'll bring the knees through center and then let them fall to the left. Again, letting the chest stay open. On the inhale, we'll come back up. Give yourself one last huge, huge, huge loving hug. And then when you're ready, coming to lie all the way back for Shavasana. So if you have a blanket nearby you, or like a heavier pillow, you can take it and place it on top of your pelvis. That is amazing for helping ground as you lie back in Shavasana. But if not, you just take your normal Shavasana and breathe. And feel your whole body, whole back body imprinted into the earth. Again, that's a grounding feeling. It's connecting to something other than ourselves, our emotions. It's a beautiful way to reconnect. Right? If you're ever really stressed, you can go outside where it gets too cold and go barefoot in the grass. A lot of people use that as a grounding technique. Okay, so just as you lie here, breathe and take this time to focus on yourself and reset. We'll take another minute here to breathe. Maybe allow the breath to deepen just a little bit more. And we'll slowly start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Stretch your arms and stretch your legs. And then we'll hug the knees into the chest. You'll come to roll all the way over onto one side. And you'll make your way back up to a comfortable seated position with the eyes closed. The hands will come to your heart center. And oh my goodness, what a strong class today was. And just acknowledging your strength that you hold within yourself. Right? Sometimes we might not feel strong physically, but we are. Everybody has a different level of strength, but it's for all of us. We are all super strong. We are all capable. It just might come in a different form. And send yourself so much love for creating this space in your body, space in the breath. And maybe even just for a moment today, you were able to create space in your mind or with the emotions. And I hope that stays with you as you go through your week to come, the weekend that's at our hands right now. And send yourself lots of love. And in honor of our time, I will gently sing the sound of Om one time, and you can sing along in your own home, or you can just listen along. And I'll take a full breath in. Bow our heads to our very own hearts. Thank you all so much for practicing along with me today. I hope you have a great weekend. Namaste.